Hello, all, and welcome back to the Unnamed Sports Show. Hope you guys have had a wonderful week thus far. We're about to make it that much better. I'm joined by my co hosts, Jerry and Jason. Fellas, how we feeling?
Doing good, doing good.
Another week, another dollar. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this bread.
We don't make any money off this yet.
Yet.
But keep tuning in and that'll change. No, but just one more reminder. The shows have moved to Thursdays at 7:30. That's what we're going to do moving forward for the foreseeable future. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and let's get it rolling. Got actually a decent amount of sports news going on with the NBA draft. Lots of trades. The biggest by far being Giannis is traded from the Bucks to the Heat in a massive blockbuster deal. Uh, Giannis gets sent to the Heat along with Bobby Portis, and the Bucks in return get Tyler Hero, Jamie. How do I say that? Jaquez.
Jaime Jaquez, I'm pretty sure is how it's
Is
pronounced.
it Jaime?
Yeah.
Jaime
Mhm.
Jaquez, Khalil Ware, their 7-footer, 7-foot young guy too. He's like 21 years
Mhm.
old.
Mm-hmm.
Kasparis Yakusionis, I'm pretty sure is how you say that, and
Better
three
than I
first
would have
round
done.
picks. Yeah,
Facts.
yeah, yeah. No, I practiced. It didn't sound like it, but I did practice that. Not enough, clearly. But at the end of the day, Miami gives up a lot of its young talent and three first round pick swaps and one unprotected first round pick, and I think it's three second round pick swaps, something like that. Or no, that was for the other deal. Sorry. So three first round picks. One of them's a pick. Sorry, I'm getting this messed up. It's three. The Miami deal is three first round picks and one pick swap.
Yep.
We'll get to the other deal because the other deal is terrible. But this one, three first round picks, a pick swap. All those players go to the Bucks, who are working on a complete rebuild. Miami gets Giannis and Bobby Portis. Jerry, your thoughts on the trade? Does this make Miami a contender? Who won the trade, and where are the Bucks overall right now? Obviously, they're in rebuild mode. Is this one of those you think it's going to be a pretty quick turnaround, or are they going to be? Is it going to be a little while before they're able to get back to where they were?
I think it's going to be a little while before the Bucks get back to where they were, especially because it looks like the plan is to completely clean house. They're thinking about dealing Miles Turner out as well. We've seen those rumors going around. I don't, to be honest with you, I think Miami gives up a lot for Giannis here. That is a hell of a haul for Giannis, who has been a little injury riddled the last couple of seasons. He is a Finals MVP. He is, an NBA champion. He's shown that he can carry a team to a championship, but they're giving up a lot here. Who the hell is going to shoot the three ball for the Miami Heat this year? I,
No one.
no one. They have Davion Mitchell at the one, and then he's a defensive guard. Like he's not an offensive guy really. You got
No.
Wiggins at the three who can kind of shoot a little bit, but he's again a former number one overall pick that's not really panned out to be like that superstar kind of player that everybody thought he would be. And then you got Giannis and now Bobby Portis. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth
Bobby
it.
Portis is a Bobby Portis is
He's
a 40% 3-point shooter, but that's it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's it.
and for a team that was at they were a 10 seed last year. They were in the play-in tournament as the last seed. Giannis is gonna have to carry a lot of weight here, and for them moving that much talent out of Miami, I think it might be too much for him to carry. Everybody's saying, "Oh, this is a top four team in the East now." I don't see it that way at all. At
I agree
all.
with you. I don't see it that way at all. But Jason, your thoughts? What do you think about the Heat? Are they a top four team in the East? Are they a true contender, or did they give up too much to get one guy? Two.
I don't think two guys, yes, but in the all end all be all, you're not hoping. You're not predicting someone to get injured, right? So if Giannis stays healthy, you get a top five player in the NBA, in my opinion. So I'm gonna counter argument. I'm gonna be devil's advocate. I'm gonna say that I think this is a win for Miami. Now, yes, you are going to have to find role players that can shoot the ball, but those do come in the NBA. Like, I mean, obviously they're not going to be as consistent as some of the top guys, but there are a lot of college players that come in and 3 and D, and there's a lot of offseason left to still get a trade and get some 3-point shooters to surround Giannis and Bam out of bio. Jesus, my brain went blank a little bit. To get Bam, some shooters that's to surround them and have them dominate the interior. Are they a top 4 team in the East? Let's see what happens after the off season. I mean, there's still a lot to happen that could shake up the East. But as of right now, as teams stand, I would say they're probably the fourth best team.
Who are the 3 teams above them?
I would go Celtics, Cavs, and who am I missing?
NBA champions?
Oh, yeah, the Knicks. I'm sorry, New Yorkers. Don't hate me. Yeah, obviously the Knicks. And then yeah, that's I would probably put Miami there at 4.
Over
Now
Detroit?
over Detroit, I don't love Detroit. I think they're still a little young. I think they are going to be good regular season people. I think they need a couple more years before they become true champions.
Yeah, you
Contenders.
know, not to be too against you here, Jason, but I think actually it's a terrible trade. I think that let me back up. I don't think it's a terrible trade. I understand what Miami's doing. They've been in the play-in tournament for 3 or 4 straight seasons, right? They need to
Right.
do something to either, but my problem is I don't think they were in a position to go, let's win now, right? Like this kind of trade is something you would see like Boston or Cleveland do. They're in a position where they have a true superstar or a couple of all stars, and you go out and you bring in another superstar, and you try to like we gotta make it now, or and if it doesn't work out, we'll just reset in 3 or 4 years. Miami was in this like in between space where they had some actual solid young talent and Tyler Hero and Khalil Ware and even Yaquez was really coming on by the end of the season last year. I don't know much about the other guy, but that sending away those 3 solid young players and 3 first round draft picks is just it's that's so much potential capital that I mean, it better work out, That's all I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, no,
not
I agree. But I mean, you could say the same thing on the flip side. What are those picks going to turn into? We don't know. Um, like
that's
is especially if they're in that middle ground of the NBA where they're always in the barely in the playoffs. Like those picks aren't going to be that high. So
mhm.
it depends. I mean, like again,
If you're going to wheel and deal your players, I would go wheel and deal out those guys for more draft capital and just start over with a younger team than
no,
to
I
go and
sorry, go ahead.
have no, you're good. Then to go and have a Giannis come in with Bam Adebayo, where they play the same position basically, or you're going to have Giannis play the 5, but be a point center, like it's just it's to me, it's an awkward. On paper, Miami got better, but it's an awkward fill for those guys, and there's no one on the perimeter to shoot the ball, so you just pack the paint against them and see where it goes. That's my 2 cents, but I understand what you're saying too, where Giannis is just such an incredible player that he raises the floor for any team as long as he
Yeah,
doesn't get injured.
not only that, I don't think we've seen a motivated Giannis in a while since
True.
championship. He's been wanting to move and be at a place that is closer to a port where he could get home
Hmm.
to family faster. So I think you're going to get a lot of more energy from Giannis. So not only is he still a top 5 player, I think without it, but now you're getting to the danger situation where he's interested and I think he probably I would assume he thinks he has a better chance of winning on this team than he did with Milwaukee. Up for discussion, but I think he has a better 2 than he's had
Hmm.
in a while. Damian
And,
Lillard went there, but they didn't do much with him, so, you
Yeah.
know.
And I
and
will
on top Go ahead,
sorry,
Jerry.
just one thing. I will say this about the Miami Heat. You never know what Spoelstra is going to pull out.
That's
'cause
exactly what I was gonna say.
That
Ding,
That's
ding,
dude
ding, ding, ding,
exactly
ding.
what I was
lead.
gonna say.
That dude can lead a team of bums to an NBA Finals. Okay,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
He's
he
that
did
guy.
that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that was my other counterpoint to that was going to be Spoel. You never know what he can do. He's probably the best coach, second best coach of the NBA. Like, he's incredible. And now he has a top 3 to top 5 player in the NBA playing on his team. So Giannis goes to Miami. Other breaking news today, yes?
hmm Yeah.
Today,
This morning.
Thursday, June 25th, LaMelo Ball sent to the Minnesota Timberwolves, LaMelo Ball and Josh Green, for Naz Reid. This is what I was confusing earlier. I was giving the details of this trade and the Miami trade, so I apologize for that. This trade was one unprotected first round pick in 2033, so we're way out into the future, and then 3 first round pick swaps in 28, 29, and 30, and then 3 second round pick swaps in 29, 32, and 33. And I already know, Jerry, what you're going to say on this. So let's start with Jason. Your thoughts on this trade? Does either team get better? Is this good for the Timberwolves? They've already dished off Julius Randle. Uh, so uh, what does this mean for each of these teams in your opinion?
To be honest with you, I don't like this for either team. I'm gonna be generally honest. I don't like this for either team. I do think the Timberwolves needed a more focused play creator to help some of their issues on offense, but their identity was defense as well. They go in there and they get Lamella Ball. Like, yes, you get a playmaker that can score 20 assists on 10 every game if he wanted to, but you get a let's be honest here. He's going to have the ball in his hands more than you want for your second player, your second best
Mhm.
offensive scorer.
Mhm.
And um, will he help a lot of the big men score on the inside with lobs? Yes. But that he will also take a step back 3-point shot with 2 defenders on him, and that'll be half of his game. So you have a lot of problems on Minnesota side. On the Hornets end, they wanted to focus their offense around Canepo, and I get that, but at the same time, um, similar thing, like you need space for a 3-point shooter, and Lamelo could provide that space for you. Now, they liked what they saw from Kobe White. They re-signed him. They have big men around him. I like Miller for them, the forward. Can they do a 1-2 and get better as the time goes on? Yeah, but um, are they better right now with that trade? No. Also, back to Minnesota, Nas Reed was a back-to-back Sixth Man of the Year player. You have to give him up. Um, who, who's going to come off the bench and do what he was doing for them? I don't think anyone. So there's a lot I don't like for both teams. Another thing that time will tell. It could change, but in my opinion, I don't like this trade for both teams.
Yeah, I probably have to agree with you, Jerry. Your thoughts? I know before we started the show, you kind of were giving your quick opinion on it, but overall, who gets better? Who wins? Do they both lose? As Jason said, yeah. Your thoughts on this trade?
I don't think they both lose. I think if we're going by a grading system here, I would give the Timberwolves like a B plus A minus for this trade, and the Hornets an F minus 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 minus. This is one of the what are the Hornets doing here? If they would have gotten like 2 first round picks with Naz Reid, I would say that's a good trade for them. We're talking about a 2033 first round pick, so 7 years from now, and then 3 first round pick swaps, not even 3 first round picks or 1 first round pick swaps. That means if the Timberwolves are better than them, or Charlotte is going to keep their pick and not be able to get the Timberwolves pick. Like, that makes 0 sense in this situation. You're trading
Mhm.
away a 24-year-old guard who can pretty much score at will. When he's healthy, he can score in the 25 to 30 points a game range.
Mhm.
And he's been the cornerstone of that franchise for the last couple of years, pretty much ever since he came into the league. I understand he's had injury problems the last couple of years, but dude, you have to give a guy like that a chance and build a team around him. And they came on hard late in the season in the play-in tournament. They almost beat out the Magic to get the A seed. What are we talking about here? You have a budding superstar, keep him on the team and build around him. It makes absolutely zero sense for them to trade him away for a 2033 first round pick and some pick swaps. As for the Timberwolves, this is a team that's been on the brink for the last 3 or 4 years or so with Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert. They've gotten to the Western Conference Finals, got beat twice, and then this year fell to San Antonio in the Western Conference semis. So they had to do something to make a trade to try to get over that hump. I don't know if LaMelo is the guy to do it, but I don't mind them taking a chance and trying to get that secondary scorer or even primary scorer. That's kind of a 1A, 1B situation here. I think it could turn into in the backcourt. Is it enough to get over the hump with the likes of San Antonio, Oklahoma City in the West? I don't know. Time will tell, but I don't mind them taking a chance on it, especially at this price. And you're trading away a 6-man of the year. Whoop-de freaking do. Like, you would almost give up another superstar in this situation, but giving up a 6-man, a first, and then a couple pick swaps, I don't mind the trade for Minnesota.
Yeah, for in my opinion, let's start with the Timberwolves. What's disappointing from a Timberwolves perspective is it feels to me like they just haven't realized that they missed, in my opinion, missed their major window. They had Cat. They were in the Western Conference Finals. They trade him away. Then they bring in Julius Randle to kind of try and fill this role. He's gone. Now they trade one of their other. I know you say 6-man whoop-de-doo. Naz Reid is a starter on probably 25 NBA teams. And so, and actually, like, as a Cleveland fan, I would love to have Naz Reid on my team,
Absolutely.
So to have to get rid of him now, they obviously won on the pick swaps portion of the deal because you never know what position you're going to be in the next 5 years. It may end up being nothing, right? If they're worse than Charlotte is, then, which of course in Charlotte's perspective, like, well, we don't need those picks anyway. But anyway, long story short, they won on that side of the trade. But for me, you're bringing in a guy who is a volume shooter and demands the rock in his hand all the time when you have one of, if not the best shooting guard when healthy on your team, who also is a volume shooter. So that clash right there, it to me is kind of the same, the gut instinct I had when James Harden came to the Cavaliers. I have that same gut instinct, except I don't think LaMelo, while he is a good passer and high IQ player, I don't think he's as good of a passer and is as willing to sit back as James Harden was in his older age, that, as this young budding superstar. On top of that, going to the Charlotte side, I don't know how you give up your cornerstone piece, especially with Kneppel coming in at the end last year. They were just such a fun, high-flying offense where, they're just firing threes. They're playing at an extremely high pace. They're fun basketball to watch, and they couldn't get it done. But man, you had a guy in his first in Rookie of the Year talks, and Khan working with this LaMelo as he's entering his prime, or maybe just before entering his prime. I just don't understand why you would do that. So I grade it as like a C for the Timberwolves. I still think they got the better of the deal. I think F for Charlotte. I don't know why you would make this deal. You do get Naz Reid, which is solid, but like, I just hate it. We'll see what ends up happening. I think at the end of the day, both teams struggled, but that's just my thoughts.
Quick segue here. We have a question in the YouTube chat from our buddy Matt Shiny Magikarp.
Oh,
He is posing the question: what's a worse trade, Melo from the Hornets or Luca from the Mavericks, in regard to their current team after the trade and what they received after it?
I have to still go the Mavs. I mean,
Yeah,
the biggest return the Mavs had is that they had the first round pick, but they didn't get that first round pick from the Lakers trade. So that was already in there.
yeah. If Cooper
So
Flag doesn't go to the Mavericks and the rigged
yeah, it's the worst
draft
trade
lottery that everybody
in
saw,
all of sports.
it's the worst trade in the history of sports.
yeah.
But again, that didn't come from the trade itself. So like
Right,
it still
Yeah, but
exactly.
should be considered. Go ahead.
but in Matt's question, he lays out like the aftermath of the team, right? And so they lose Luca in that deal. They suck. They're able to somehow just miss the play in and still get the number one overall pick. Not sure how that happens.
Do the
Uh,
Brian Windhorse?
mm, but that to me over it's hard to say because you don't know where we'll have to see the aftermath of Charlotte and of Minnesota. But off the rip, it's hard to say that the Luka trade wasn't worse just because how do you trade away Luka? And you're lucky you got Cooper Flag. And hopefully Cooper Flag turns into the next guy. It looks like he might, but that's a lot of ifs.
Let's also keep in
Okay.
mind part of that deal was Anthony Davis, who's not even on the team
Ding.
anymore.
Ding.
Yeah.
Like,
Ding.
Yeah.
Not on the
Yeah.
team. Someone answer how many games do you think Anthony Davis played for the Mavericks?
Was it like 10, 15,
I
Over.
it's over
18?
that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say single digits, so I'm out. Because he got
It was
injured. He got injured like
29.
right after the trade.
29. Yeah, I
That's
know.
crazy.
After he literally like dunks on a guy and goes, "I'm him" or "I'm here" or something like that,
Yeah.
and then like a quarter later, out for the season.
Yeah.
Pretty tough. It wasn't the season at that point, but it was out for quite a while.
Matt said
Uh,
-12.
-12. Great question, Matt. We appreciate you participating in the chat. Anyone else, any questions, throw it in there. We'll make sure to answer them here live. And then if you're watching this after the fact, make sure to throw your questions in. We will answer those as well. Well, there's some other trades as well that went on a little bit more under the radar. Aaron Wiggins traded to the Hawks from OKC for 2 second-round picks. I don't really have much to say on that other than it was another trade that went on. Julius Randle was traded. I don't know if we talked about that last week because that was a couple weeks ago, but that actually was kind of a bigger deal than we're making of it. But outside of just trades, there's been more that's been going on in the NBA. Trae Young signs a 4-year, $212 million deal to stay with the Wizards right after they drafted number 1 overall DJ Diba. Dang it, I know I was going to screw this up. I practiced this one too. AJ DiBonsa. Yeah?
Yep.
Did I mess that up? Yes! DiBonsa, number 1 overall out of BYU. In your opinion, Jerry, does this make the Wizards? I know he's a rookie. I know he's number 1 overall, though. They're able to keep Trae Young. Are they still a couple years away? Are they going to maybe make some waves this year? Your thoughts on the Wizards and what their season's going to be like this year?
I mean, with the likes of Trae Young, Alex Starr, AJ DiBanza, if he can be the guy, a number 1 overall talent, and Anthony Davis, it's hard to say that they're not a playoff team, right?
Yeah.
At minimum, a high seed play in like 7 or 8 seed. I think they can get out of the play-in tournament and be like a 5 or 6 seed. However, that being said, this is an all-time ambulance team. All-time ambulance team, bro. Keep these guys healthy and you're all right. There's no chance in hell this core 4 plays more than 40 games together this season. No chance. No chance. That's my take on it.
I totally forgot that Anthony Davis was there. That's how much
Yeah.
yeah, that actually on paper should be a
That's
pretty
a
dang good
dominating team.
team. Yeah. Jason, your thoughts are, I mean, Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
does
said, on
Anthony
paper, pretty good.
Yeah.
does Anthony Davis play more than 30 games? Like, I don't think so.
Does he
I
play
don't think
more than
so.
30
But
games and gets traded at the trade deadline again? Like,
Send
come
him to
on,
Anthony,
man.
Cleveland.
No,
hey,
no, please don't.
just don't play him to the
Garrett
playoffs.
Allen for Anthony
Do not
Davis.
just do not play him to the playoffs, and we're good. Anyways, I think yes, this team, like Jerry said, is a dominating team if they're all together and playing and healthy. Will they end up being like that? No, because I don't think they'll all be healthy. But
Yeah.
AJ, if he comes in and is expected to be a Jalen Brown type of player, right? And he develops and becomes that. What can't this team do? They shoot. They dominate the paint. They have bigs. They have smalls. They all can switch. Sowers was supposed to be a lot like Wimby, but obviously I don't think he is Wimby. But he's supposed to be a bigger, lengthy guy that can handle the ball, shoot. Anthony Davis was an OG of that copy, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
they all play well defensively, other than Trey Young. But if you have those three in the interior and they're healthy, who cares? If I'm Trey Young, Olay, good luck. Like, straight up, I'll just sit here and grab the ball and shoot a three from half court. That's what can't you do? You shoot, you score, you play defense well. They have a solid team comp, but can that team comp play the whole season? No, I don't think so. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, I think they're probably a couple other pieces away. I don't see. It's nice that they're able to get Trey Young for a long term, uh, get him long term, and then they have Debonsa on a rookie contract, and then Sar, obviously a young great talent. I don't think Anthony Davis is likely going to be a part of their long term future, but you never know. But I think maybe they're a couple pieces away. I do definitely think though that team healthy can beat just about anyone. I mean, they have some real star power on that team. Uh, so Debonsa goes number one to the Wizards. Number two, guard Darren Peterson from Kansas goes to the Jazz, and then number three overall, Cam Boozer goes to the Grizzlies. Those are about the only three people I knew in the draft. I think it's kind of what we discussed beforehand. We weren't super versed in a lot of these young players, um, which brings up to me an interesting question, and we didn't really put this in our pre-talks here, but why is it, do you think? I mean, obviously, we're all more invested in football than in basketball, but I just feel like from a draft coverage perspective, like the NFL draft is this massive spectacle. We know the names, we've seen them. They have this show, and obviously for the NBA draft, they go over these players before they're getting drafted and all that kind of stuff. And it's these gentlemen's dreams come true. But why do you think the NBA draft doesn't hold the same cachet as say the NFL draft does? Especially with some of these players, like in basketball, one guy can make much more of an impact on a team and on the court than in football. You know, where you're one of 11. Jason, what
I
your thoughts?
I mean, it's I think it's a pretty simple answer actually. It's the one and done. Like you get
Mm.
you don't if you don't watch a college basketball season, you don't really know much about a player unless you're like a nerd like me and watch high school film for players. But um, yeah, it's the one and done. Like in football, you get 3 years with these guys. You see them grow. You can see them play in their season. You can see them play in the playoffs. And much of college basketball is March Madness. So you don't really know these guys until it comes March, and then 3 months later, it's time for them to get drafted. So I think that's a lot of the issue with it. But I mean, is it an issue? No, because you're going to see them in the NBA, and that's probably why the NBA does have its importance and its fame
Yeah, yeah.
as it does right now.
Jerry, your thoughts, and do you agree with that assessment? One and two, do you think that if college basketball implemented a longer, they required them to be in college longer, do you think that would help with this problem, or do you think basketball is just not a sport that is situated where that would still be as impactful as say football is?
Yeah, I think the one and done does play a factor. I think it's two more issues for me with it. The fact one that it's only a 2 round draft, right? You only get 60 total picks, and if you're most likely if you're picked in the second round, unless you're the likes of like Manu Ginobili or somebody like that, then you're probably not even going to see the court, right? You
Mhm.
might be a G League player, but that's probably the extent to your NBA career. Two, I think within the last couple of years, we've had these couple of big name guys like Victor Wembanyama, Cooper Flag coming out of the draft. NBA has done a really, really good job of marketing those players, those number one overall picks that we know are coming out. And then you kind of have everybody else falling in line, right? You don't really hear
Mhm.
much from the other guys. So I think the NBA has done a pretty poor job of marketing their younger talent. If they're not a premier, blue chip player like Wimby or Cooper Flag. And sorry, actually, it's a threefold problem. I would say that the new transfer portal has also given a big hit on this because you're not seeing the same player play all 4 years at Duke or at UNC. You might see
Yeah.
them bounce around a little bit, and you don't know who these players are when they're in another jersey, right?
Mhm.
Which is kind of weird because we don't really have the same issue with college football, maybe a little bit, but I don't know. And a lot of people don't really pay attention.
Take that back. I have to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's a problem in football now. Every team has a new quarterback every year, other than Ohio
that's
State,
true.
maybe.
That's true.
Even
That's
though
a
Ohio
fair
State's
point.
quarterback was a transfer quarterback, if we want to get technical. So,
That's a fair point. Yeah, but I
No,
think
okay,
we're
so
not. Julian Saying is not a transfer quarterback, and anyone that says
technically,
that is
he,
BS. Nah,
uh,
I just
by all technicalities, he transferred from another school to come to Ohio State.
that don't count.
I
That don't
I
count.
agree. He's an Ohio State Buckeye, but he is still technically a transfer quarterback.
If you say so.
fair point.
uh,
Fair point.
yeah. Well, hopefully, as we go forward, the NBA draft will be something that is a little bit more better marketed and something we understand better. And maybe the people watching us right now are saying, you guys are idiots. We know 1 through 32, and maybe you guys should just be better sports talk show hosts and know these people. So, fair criticism, if that is indeed your criticism. Wrapping up the NBA, a couple other things. Dusty May, coach from Michigan, gets hired after winning the national championship this last year, gets hired to be the new head coach of the Mavericks. Quick thoughts on that, guys? You think that's something that is easy to transition? I actually don't know much about his history outside of the fact that he has turned Michigan into a powerhouse again in basketball. This last year, they looked almost unbeatable for much of the season.
hmm
Jerry,
Uh,
go ahead.
yeah, I don't know. Coaching college basketball and coaching in the NBA, two totally different beasts. I don't know how well it's going to translate. He does have a pretty young team. He's got a young superstar in Cooper Flag there, so we'll see what they can do. Maybe they can put something together and make a run, but it'll be tough to tell early on to see how it's going to translate.
Jason, your thoughts on college basketball coaches and their success in moving up to the NBA? So it's
Uh,
different than football for sure.
it's definitely different than football. I'm going to say though he probably is going to be able to do it pretty well. You look at what happened at Michigan with their previous coach and having all that drama, stabilizing a team, and then getting your players involved in a lot of these. I think three of them got drafted in the first round this year.
Mhm.
I want to say.
One by him.
So yeah, and one by him. So he's going to bring in the culture, and have someone with him to be able to influence these guys as well. And then you have a young superstar in Cooper Cup, and he's proven that he can handle young
Cooper,
talent. So
Cooper
Cooper
Flag.
Flag, I'm sorry, Cooper Cup. Oh my gosh, football brain, football brain. Um, Cooper
September can't come
Flag,
soon enough.
it really can't.
Ah,
Anyways, yes, he's proven that he can handle young talent, and do well with them. So I think he's going to be able to take this young team and bring them forward.
my brother-in-law, who's a massive Mavericks fan, down in Dallas, he will really be hoping that Dusty May can take the Mavericks back to the promised land. We'll see,
I just
but
said something nice about a Michigan player. Oh.
gross. Last couple of topics here. One or last topic, I should say, are some potential trades right now. The three of us, obviously, big Cavaliers fans. One of the big names that's going around is Jaylen Brown, Celtics Finals MVP wing. potentially on the trading block, and a potential trade partner is Cleveland for our young star Evan Mobley. Before we wrap it up here, your guys' thoughts. Jason, we'll start with you. Is this a trade you would one make, and is this something that makes Cleveland better? We just were in the Eastern Conference Finals. Does this get us to the finals? Does this win us a championship?
Cleveland, I did this for you. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely, would I do this? Um, Jalen Brown brings us something that we've been missing since LeBron James has left, and that is a solid forward player that can play defense and score the ball. So I'm tired of seeing three guards on the court. Yes, bring in Jalen Brown immediately. Yes, it does give up a young player and Evan Mobley, who I think is going to be very dominant in this league for a very long time. I mean, he's probably the second best big man defender in the league, I think. Young defender in this league that I can
Yeah,
think of off the top of my head.
I would
I mean,
say
defensive player of the year.
Thompson. Sir Thompson's
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
one
Yeah.
from
He's more
Detroit.
of a
But yeah,
wing type though,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
he's fixed it. You know what I'm saying? So like, big man, boom. Yes, that's who I would put second is Mobley. But does he win us a championship? No. Does Jalen Brown win us a championship? Yes. Previous Super. God, I almost said Super Bowl. NBA MVP finalist. I can't
This is
stop
going to be
thinking
a
about
constant
football.
theme in the offseason, but it's fine.
NBA MVP finalist. Um, like, yeah, come on now, easy in a heartbeat.
Jerry, do you think this makes Cleveland better? Would you make the trade? Is this something that gets us to an NBA Finals?
Yes, I would make the trade with a caveat. You have to fill in the four position because I think Jalen Brown fills in really well at the three. I think that's his bread and butter right there. Not really. Yeah, you have Jared on there, but you have to find somebody. You would have to find either a backup big or a starting big to where they can kind of rotate how they are now. Um, but yeah, if you're telling me who would I rather have start at the three, Dean Wade or Jalen Brown, give me Jalen Brown all day long. Come on, please, please.
Yeah, that would
Also, why are the Celtics like so keen on getting rid of Jalen Brown right
I
now?
I could not tell you. It makes zero sense, in my opinion. Outside of if there's some sort of inner turmoil because Jalen Brown is tired of being the Robin to Jason Tatum's Batman. Batman. I don't understand it. But hey, if this sort of turmoil causes us to get one of the best, if not the best wing in the game, sign me up. You
Yep.
know, I don't know if this makes us better than the Knicks. I don't know if this makes us the best team in the East, but I will say that if there's one spot on Cleveland, to Jason's point, that we have not had a solid player at, it is that wing position. And I think in today's modern NBA, you just need to have those. You can't just do it with guards and big men anymore. You really have to have a team that has solid wing production on it in order to win. Look at the Knicks, look at OKC, right? Like even their guards are really just are really just outside of Jalen Brunson, they are wing.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are wing
Yep.
players. They have a center, three wing players, and Jalen Brunson out there. Like
Yep.
so,
And you can even look at the first round matchup against the Raptors, who we
yeah.
probably should have swept, but because of how athletic their wings are and how good they can play, they took us to
Hmm.
7. So
Yeah.
that's it's another up and coming team to look out for because of that style of play that they have.
100%.
Pound for pound, the Knicks have the best rebounder in the game.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, switching gears a little bit, still talking some sports before we get to a cool part that we're going to do today. We're going to play a game here in a little bit. But before we get to that, a couple more sports updates. Right now, the World Cup's going on. The USA, USA, USA just beat Australia
That was
last week to win.
unrehearsed, by the way.
As you could probably tell, beat Australia last week. It was the first time the United States has won back to back group stage games in the World Cup since 1930. It is the largest goal differential we've ever had through an entire postseason, but 2 games at the minimum. Which we won the first game 4-1. We won the second game against Australia 2-0, and the United States honestly looks like an actual solid competitor this year. Tonight we play Turkey at 10 p.m. We've already made it to the knockout stage, so likely all of our reserves will be playing. The outcome of this game literally matters zero to our standing in the knockout round. Your guys' Jason, we'll start with you. Obviously, I know both of you. Soccer isn't something that we generally watch consistently or know a ton about, but if you watch this United States team, I feel like you can just see the difference in how they're playing and their style of play. Your thoughts on the United States being 2-0 as we continue to move forward in the World Cup?
I'm seeing the embers of a good team, and that fire is burning bright. Anyways, um, I would generally, like you
Motivational.
said, generally, like you said, I don't watch much soccer, but a lot of streamers that I've been watching have been going to these games, and it just seems like a good World Cup. So I've been peeking my head in here and there, and I would say that yeah, U.S. actually has a good chance. I still don't think we're going to get over the hump of some of these better teams with better players, but we
Boo.
Boo.
just kidding, USA. I'm just
That's right. That's right.
No, I do think that we have a good team and we have actually a solid chance to make a run in this. So I'm gonna keep watching and might get interested into soccer.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree with you the more. Obviously, I don't think we're the only team actually I'll say that I don't think we're on the level of is France. They're absolutely ridiculous. But everyone else is, I think, within the realm of competition for us. And the way that when I'm watching the US play, we look more athletic. And now obviously it's been Paraguay and Australia to start, right? This isn't England, this isn't Spain, this isn't Brazil. But it just looks like we're bigger, faster, stronger than everyone, and we actually look like we have players that have skill because these guys are in the Premier and Champions League over in Europe. 9 of our 11 starters play over in Europe, and that I think has made a massive difference. Jerry, your thoughts on the United States so far? Do you see that? Do you think we're legitimate contenders? And how far will we make it?
Are we legitimate contenders? Absolutely not.
No.
We're the only contender. We're the only contender. This is on our soil. This is on our soil. We defend
That's
this
right.
house. We
That's
defend
right.
this
I
house.
will.
Look, all I'm saying is there's not many unbeaten teams left in the FIFA World Cup. The US just happens to be one of them.
They're one of
That's
them.
right. 2-0, playing Turkey 8 tonight. We already clinched the knockout stage. We already clinched the group. Give me anybody. Give me anybody. And we will curb stomp them, take their asses back to Europe. All right, let's go. Let's go.
This is a children's show, Jerry.
No, it's not. This is the World Cup we're talking about. Yeah, dude. We've actually looked dominant in our 2 games that we've played so far. In previous World Cups, we've kind of been, even the games that we did win, we were kind of lazy to the ball, not really scoring a ton. Right now, we're at I don't know exactly what the number is, but I saw in the first half versus Australia, we were like a 75 to 25 possession ratio, meaning we were just dominating the ball. We were absolutely dominating the ball. If we can continue that, even if we're playing to a little bit of that level against the likes of England, France, Spain, Brazil, those teams, we stand. I think we stand a pretty good chance to actually come out and make a deep run here.
I 100% agree. Not to mention, we don't even have our best player right now. Christian Pulisic is injured, has not played, but for the. Did I say his name wrong?
No, yeah.
Yo,
Pulisic.
you look like you gave a face there. I was like, uh-oh, I screwed
He
something
was
up.
shocked.
You got
He
it.
was surprised.
I
You blew me away.
knew.
You blew me away.
Hey, I'm on my game here a little bit. No, he played for the first half against Paraguay and he's had 0 shots on goal
Mhm.
this World Cup. and the United States has scored 6 goals in
Yeah.
2 games. So I mean, it's been absolutely cool to watch. Uh, win lose or draw tonight. We're in the knockout stage. So can't wait for us to move on. I can't remember who. I think maybe Belgium or something like that is who we're gonna
I think
play.
it's
I can't remember.
Bosnia and Herzegovina, I think is the team
Nailed
we're
it.
playing. Crushed it.
Nailed it.
I don't even know if that's a real
Okay.
country.
Okay. What's that one fake country from Princess Diaries? That's probably what you just said.
Oh,
Segovia. I don't remember.
I
Segovia
don't
is
know.
from Iron Man. Anyway, or
Yeah.
from Avengers. Let's switch gears a little bit to something a little bit more posh, a little bit more high level. This last week in the U.S. Open, Wyndham Clark, the king of cool, calm, and collected, wins the U.S. Open after being banned last year because since he didn't make the cut, he destroyed the locker room, which is pretty crazy. The golf itself was electric down to the wire. He wins by 1 stroke, holds off Sam Burns. Quick thoughts. Jason, will go to you just on the U.S. Open as a whole, on Wyndham Clark, and and the redemption. Because a lot of the holes he was at, they were cheering when he would miss shots. They would boo him when he would make putts. I mean, the amount of mental turmoil that you would be going through as you're literally getting booed on a golf course, and then to still have the fortitude to stay strong and win. What does that say about Wyndham Clark? And did he deserve the kind of treatment he got throughout the entire U.S. Open?
well, it is impressive that he was able to have that mental fortitude. But did he deserve it? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest here. Again, we are a truthful podcast, and I have not watched a single thing on the U.S. Open. So,
That's why I kind of
other
tried to
than the
change the
clip,
question. I tried to change the
hey,
question for you to
hey,
I realized I saw on your face you're like, I haven't watched a single shot. So
hey,
I tried to help.
I've seen that clip, so I'll talk about that clip. It is impressive. Does he deserve it? I have no idea. But that is not my goat. Go Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods in 5.
Oh, Jerry, your thoughts on Wyndham Clark and the thought that Tiger Woods would beat him in 5. Now, okay, wait, Jason. In 5 is in like we're playing 5 rounds of golf or basketball, 1-on-1.
No, it was a reference to the
Or is it
Nixon 5
Yeah, no,
meme.
first to
I got
5
it.
DUIs?
Mhm. First to
I under
5.
no, I'm
First
saying
to
I
5.
understood the reference, but
First
if
to
it is
5.
gonna be
No, that's do I want to say this? No, I don't want to
no,
No,
you
no,
don't.
no.
The answer is no,
Well,
you don't. Uh,
family friendly podcast, Jason.
family friendly. No, Jason, I was trying to, what is the best 5? I got your reference. It's all good. We're
I
getting
bust the windows out your car.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, back to the real sports talk here. Jerry, your thoughts? Did he deserve what he got? Your thoughts on him winning it as a whole? Was it? Did you find that impressive? Obviously, it's impressive to win any of the majors, but to win it in that circumstance.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bad look anytime you go and trash the clubhouse just because you had a bad round, right? I mean, golf
He
makes
didn't make the
everybody.
cut, Jerry.
Yeah, look, I didn't make the cut either. You don't see me trashing the golf outs. So, golf makes you want to do that. Like, if you ever go and play a round of golf, you want to throw clubs, smash them over your knee. It happens. But the PGA Tour's got to be all polite and professional, so you can't do that apparently.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's cool to see him win, to kind of get a redemption story, get a redemption arc, especially because his dad, I guess, like surprised him on Father's Day. He didn't know he was going to be there. Kind of cool to see him win in that circumstance, and then see his dad walk up to him. Pretty cool. Pretty impressive too. I don't know if it's impressive or I don't know, but he had a 6-stroke lead going into Sunday over Scotty Scheffler, and I think there's a couple others tied below him. He was -7. Everybody else is -1 below him. So the fact that he only wins by 1 stroke, holding off the comeback, a win's a win. So congrats to him. Good redemption arc. I think everybody gets a second chance. So good job.
Good job. He did not blow a 6-stroke lead in the on the last day of the U.S. Open. Congrats to Wyndham Clark. Try not to destroy any locker rooms in your celebration. We know what you can do in your anger. Switching gears to probably what we've been looking forward to the most here. We got a game we're going to play. It is the off season, right? We're kind of out of news. We're talking about golf right now.
Jason's favorite sport, golf.
Jason's locked in. Listen, we should do this for golfers.
I
The game we're
am
about to do.
the original Charles Barkley at golf, okay? This is how bad I am. I want everyone to know this. So I'm not watching golf because I don't. My swing
can't
is the worst
confirm.
swing of all time.
I've been
All right.
golfing with Jason. It's pretty bad.
It's bad. All right.
It's
I don't know what I score because I never count my score.
We should,
all right.
we should go.
If I
All right,
count my
we should
score-
go golfing as a content idea.
I like it.
Also, just because golf is fun and I like golf.
Fun is subjective, but what we're gonna do here, Jerry? Why don't you explain the rules of our game and let's get us rolling.
All right, so we'll pull it up here. We're gonna play this game. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's called, the original one that I saw was 82-0. So it's you get like a lottery draft pick. It picks a team and an era for you. At least the 82-0 one would do. And you would pick a player from that team/era. And the goal is to build the best roster and go undefeated. So 82-0 in a basketball season. This is the NFL version. This is current day NFL. So it'll be all, everybody that's on the rosters now for every team. And it'll pick a team, 1 through 32, any team, and then pick a position. You got quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, an offensive line as a whole, a defensive unit, and a head coach. So you only get to pick, say we get the Bengals, we go Jamar Chase, and then we get the Vikings, we get Justin Jefferson. Those are the only 2 wide receivers that we can take. We cannot take, if we land like on the Cowboys, we would not be able to pick CeeDee Lamb. Those are the rules. Everybody got it?
We all got it.
All right.
We all got it. Make sure to put who you would have picked instead in the chat while you're watching, or if you're watching at a later date, put the team that you would have assembled. But let's get rolling.
Also, just from experience, if we get the Jets, we're screwed because they freaking suck. All right.
They're pretty terrible. Question: Are we like going one at a time? Like Jerry, you pick a person, I pick a person. Or are we all trying to just agree and move forward?
I think we agree. We debate it.
Okay. All right.
This is a team podcast. All right. This is a team sport.
That's right. Team sport. All right.
You ready?
First one.
You guys can see the screen, right? Good.
We get one reroll, right? It's kind of blurry.
Rerolls.
No rerolls. We're going 17-0, baby. Let's go. All right. First roll.
Rolling. The Los Angeles Chargers. The most mid team of all time.
Don't want their offensive line.
No.
We're not getting a wide receiver off
defense.
This team.
Do we pull the defensive unit off the rip here?
We could take Harbaugh too.
Coach, I was about to say Harbaugh is not a bad option.
Ooh, yeah. Let's go
Harbaugh.
Let's go Harbaugh.
All right, Jim Harbaugh, head coach of the Unnamed Sports Podcast, Unnamed Sports Show team.
All right, next roll.
Philly, Saquon
Barkley.
Give me Saquon.
Saquon Barkley. Or wait. Defense here.
I think you save because we have a premier position player here. I think you save defense for a team that doesn't necessarily have a premier position player, but has a solid defense.
Hey, all I know is defense wins championships, right?
That's true.
True.
I'm gonna say defense for every team.
True.
All right, now go ahead. Saquon Barkley.
Seattle.
Now that's a
JSN, baby.
That's a JSN.
Jackson,
also another
Smith,
good defense.
and Jigba. Yeah. Oh, actually, that
I was
might be
was
defense.
thinking defense.
That might be
I
defense,
was thinking
actually.
defense.
That might be defense. Let's go defense. I'm fine with that. There's a lot of good wide
There's a
receivers in
lot
this
of
league.
good receivers. A lot of good
Yeah,
receivers.
there's a lot of good receivers.
Atlanta, Bijan, right?
Bijan,
Yes.
easy. Yeah. Bijan.
Okay, now we have the best running back duo of all time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's not even close.
And we just need to get a good offensive line here with him.
Defense.
Hey, yo!
Dang
Did
it.
someone say a good offensive line?
Offensive line.
Offensive line,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot.
Oh,
We already have both our running backs off the board.
Tyler Warren.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only
Yeah,
option.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is the only option. I was like, we ain't going quarterback.
How many? We get 2 tight ends?
Yep.
Is
you
that
got two
right?
tight
Yes.
ends. Dallas could go CD here.
Give me
CD.
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee
Give me
Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
Shut up, Siri.
McBride, Trey McBride.
Tight end. Yeah.
Trey McBride, yeah. Tight end, Trey McBride. Woo.
Okay.
All right.
We need
all
a
right.
Buffalo. We need
Jay
a,
Jetson.
Jefferson.
All right, we need a quarterback.
Jefferson.
We need a
Jay
quarterback.
Jettis,
All right.
baby.
We need a
All right.
quarterback. Come on, baby. Come on.
Buffalo.
One.
Give me Buffalo.
Oh.
Shoot. Oh, no. What positions do we have left? What, do we have tight end? No.
We have
No.
quarterback.
That's it. No. Oh, no.
Are we
This is
cursed
the
by the
most
The one-
legendary run of all
The
time.
one team
bro.
we couldn't pull. My team.
Any
Like-
other team. Like, literally any
Bro,
other
give
team.
me Geno Smith over anyone. We're going Shador. Do not put Deshaun Watson on there. We're going
No.
Shador
Taylor
Sanders.
Green. We gotta
We're
go.
going,
Hey,
we're
we're
going,
just running triple
we're going
option.
Dylan
okay?
Gabriel, baby.
We're running triple option and we're getting Taylor Green.
No, that's
It has to be
crazy.
Shador, right? It can't be
It's
Deshaun.
Shador.
Yeah.
It's
Play
Shador.
Sanders. Dang
All right.
it, we're going like 10 and 7.
All right. All right. What's everybody's predictions here? Throw your predictions in the chat
10 and
for
7.
what we're gonna get. Jason, your camera is on the ground.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I think that was from me knocking my.
What other stuff are you filming?
This is a weird angle,
No.
Jason.
Family show. Sorry, my bad.
Bro, yeah, come on, chill, relax.
All right,
Chill.
It's stuck on the. Oh my goodness. Okay.
with Shador at the helm, I think we go 16-1 here. I think we're just short.
What?
Look at the rest of our
We're
team,
going-
bro.
We're going 14-3 because of Shador, bro. Like, come on now.
We're going 10 and 7. I'm telling
14-3.
you. All right.
14-3.
11
All right.
and 6. 11 and 6 is my final. All right, let's see it. $13 4,
Dang.
bro.
Close.
Dog,
Close.
Bro,
that's an easy 17-0 with any other
Any other quarterback.
literally any other quarterback.
That's actually the craziest run I've had, like other than
Yeah, same.
quarterback, honestly.
we killed that until we didn't.
Do we
But
want
But
to
what's
go?
crazy is who could we have picked for? None of the teams we got had like top tier quarterbacks, unless you think Justin Herbert's a top tier quarterback, which I do not.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
just-
it's
Jalen
the
Hurts,
best one out of the. Oh,
Dak.
Jalen,
yeah.
Dak probably was
Daniel
the-
Jones, maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
but like think about this. Even if we do go one of those,
Jacoby Brissett.
Sam
Who
Darnold.
do we get
Actually,
instead?
Sam Darnold
Like,
though. But
who
do we
their
get
instead?
defense is way better. Sorry, go ahead.
Sam Darnold, yeah, wouldn't have been. Other than probably changing Seattle's defense, because like if we get Cleveland's defense,
Yeah.
Yeah.
with like it, I mean, I don't think we still go undefeated though. But other than that switch, who are you taking off the Browns? That's going to make this team a 17-0 team. You're not, unfortunately.
Yeah, their defense is the only thing. We got a bunch of unproven talent. Quinshawn Judkins,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe. But, well, that was really fun. That's something that, as we continue through this dead time in sports, we'll be playing more games. That was, I can't believe we drew the freaking Browns, the worst quarterback situation in the NFL as the last poll. That's wild. But good call on that one, Jerry. Maybe we'll do that NBA one here in the next couple of weeks or so. Any final thoughts on anything we've discussed so far, or on the game, or anything from either of you guys?
The Browns are doomed. If it comes
Yeah,
down to that, they're doomed.
yeah, we're pretty dimmed, but that's fine. That's fine because guess what? The quarterback of our team is not on our team yet. We're playing for 2029 when we have a new stadium, and I'm just here for the ride to watch our young talent develop. I'm fine with that. I'm not crying. You're crying, and
And
we'll,
the arms of an angel.
um, kind of final thoughts here, or final things to wrap up. We're all still in the midst of our Ironman training. That's not for a couple years that we'll be doing that, but I know Jerry and I can't remember if you are or not, but we're all running, I think, 5Ks on July 4th.
Yep.
You're not. Oh yeah,
I have
you're out.
family
You're
stuff.
out.
Oh
You have
yeah.
family
Do
stuff.
you
That's right.
want to run
But
it?
That's
Do you
right.
want to run a 5K?
I have
Put the
family
pressure
stuff.
on in front of the audience.
I have family stuff. But
The way my
Ah.
family stuff work, I just
I gotta checking in the savings.
I did checking it. Okay.
Love
Well,
it.
regardless, we're looking at running one all together here this fall. I know I'm running one here locally in the Columbus area, or Marysville, and then Jerry's running one up in the Cleveland area here on the 4th of July.
Yep.
So that we'll make sure to tell you how good, or for me bad, we did. But that should be a lot of fun. And then kind of our last, what we've been doing every week, our pop culture reference. Jerry, or no, who did I start with? Oh, I haven't started yet, have
Yeah,
I?
you
Right,
you
you
Nope.
take
did.
it.
Your turn.
Okay. My recommendation. I've been trying to get back into reading. My wife, she is obsessed. Right, she reads all the time. She's read, I think, 60 books this year so far. So I mean, just constantly reading,
That's
constantly reading. So
insane.
I'm trying to, yeah,
Nuts.
it's quite impressive. So I'm trying to get back into reading. I will never be able to read as much or as quickly as she does, but I just finished the third book in a 4-book series called Hyperion. It's a sci-fi fiction, awesome series. Came out in the 90s, early 2000s. The first 2 books are incredible. This third book was decent. It wasn't bad, but it was just slightly different, just different in the writing style. But the first book is told in this Canterbury story style, where like these people are going on a voyage, and as they're going on the voyage, each one tells the story on how they got to the voyage and why they're going on this pilgrimage. And the writing in that first book's incredible. So highly recommend that. I can't remember what order we're going in, but Hyperion, Dan Simmons is the author. Um,
Very
Jason,
first time I read. Oh, just kidding.
what'd you say?
I said I think Jerry was supposed to go first.
Nah, we're going the other way. You're
Okay.
up,
We
Jason.
go
What do you got?
counterclockwise on this show, buddy.
That's right. It's like we're dealing cards.
Okay.
Oh wait.
I got another anime reference for the homies. All right, for my anime fans, there's an anime called Wandan Wistoria. It is a boy who grows up in a magical world and doesn't have magic. No,
Ooh.
This is
this
like
is actually
the Muggle
this
version
is
of Harry Potter.
pretty much
The reverse Harry Potter.
the reverse Harry Potter.
It's
Actually,
just a movie about a dude, no powers.
Don't make fun, Jerry.
listen,
No.
Jerry. All right, this actually is a trope that happens a lot in anime. Black Clover, Mashal. But instead of having magical powers, he actually okay. Without spoiling anything, he's a very strong swordsman. Um, and he uses that uh, in season two. We're on season 2 now. In season 2, episode 4, it was kind of the strangest um, uh, fourth episode I've ever watched in an anime because it felt like it should have been the end of season 1. and but what I will say, it felt like a statement. Like from this point on, this show is going to be peak, and you are going to love every moment of it. So what I will say is, it is a trope that happens a lot. They do it very, very well. Other than Black Clover, I think it's my favorite so far. Again, since that episode 4 of season 2, I think the whole show is good. Since episode 4 of season 2, peak. So yeah, watch it. Give it a look.
What's it called again?
Wand in Wisteria
And where can we find it?
on Crunchyroll or
Crunchyroll.
any. I'm not going to support that. Any website that you use to watch your anime.
Okay.
Crunchyroll is like the app that has like pretty much every
It's like
anime on it,
Netflix
right?
anime. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Okay,
much.
cool. Thank you for that, Jason. Jerry, your recommendation for
All
the
right.
people.
Speaking of Netflix, if you are
And Joe?
into, if you are, no, bad, family friendly, Ryan. If you are into
Yeah, we're
true
never gonna be.
crime murder documentaries, there is a new documentary on Netflix. It's called Maternal Instinct. This
Oh,
this documentary is freaking insane. It follows the murder of her name is Reagan Simmons Hancock, and the lady that killed her. It's about it just if you watch it, you think people are insane and disgusting and crazy. And then you watch this and you're like, "Oh my god, I didn't think it could get any worse with how crazy and disgusting people are." So, I
wow.
recommend giving it a watch. I don't really want to spoil what it's about. Like
I can
saying
guess from the title.
you would think you know
Oh,
what it's about. But go watch the documentary.
all right. Maternal
So,
Instinct.
Maternal Instinct. It was like the number one trending movie on
Okay.
Netflix. It just recently came on within the last couple weeks. My wife and I watched it last weekend, and we were baffled by it.
How
Baffled.
long is it?
It's like an hour and a half, I think. Hour and a half.
I'm
So
sold.
it's pretty short.
I'm sold.
Yeah,
I'm
give
sold.
it a watch, and yeah, just give it a watch.
And then Pray for Humanity.
Yeah,
It sounds
seriously.
like, on that subject, there's one that came out a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago. I can't remember, but it was about this girl that killed her boyfriend with her car. And it turns out that girl right now is imprisoned in the Marysville Women's Penitentiary.
Yeah, that happened in
Hey,
Strongsville,
that's my
right? Is that the
city.
one they had the two?
That's my
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Strongsville.
Yep. That happened actually not
So
too far from where I live. So
yeah,
pretty crazy.
kind of crazy.
Mhm.
We were kind of like adjacent to a Netflix documentary, so
Yeah.
good for us, I guess. But no,
We're
that
almost famous.
well,
to the
we got a
YouTube?
podcast for that. We got
Yeah, we are famous. Sorry.
That's right. We have a sports show, guys. But anyway, thank you guys all for tuning in. We really appreciate your. Oh, go ahead, Jason. Sorry.
To the YouTube, Mom Cred says she was late and hi. Also, yes,
Hi,
Ryan,
Mom.
that was a good documented English. And Jacob, yes, Dragon Ball is a really good show. If anyone hasn't watched that, obviously give it a watch. But if you haven't watched Dragon Ball and you watch anime, I don't know what you're doing. I'll be honest with you. All right.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched it, so that's on my list.
haven't either.
I know. We'll all have to get together. We'll have to get together, go golfing, and then watch Dragon Ball Z.
That's gonna
Can,
be
So-
can we
like
skip that first
that-
part?
No, we have to go golfing first.
Well, well. Anyway, again, thank you all for showing up. Thanks for everyone that commented. Make sure subscribe, leave your comments after it comes up on YouTube. Let us know your thoughts. If there's anything you want us to discuss that we haven't discussed, make sure to put it down in there. We'll make sure to respond with you guys. But thank you again. Again, our shows from moving forward are going to be Thursdays at 7:30, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks.
Peace out.
Peace.